At the Pinkneyville show, the Altman-Taylor 30-60 tractor was prepped for startup. After an initial failed attempt due to the fuel valve being off, the issue was quickly fixed. With the gas flowing and a strong crank, the massive 22.7-liter engine fired up, settling into a deep, steady idle. Thick smoke puffed from the exhaust as the 12-ton tractor rumbled to life, impressing spectators with its smooth start and vintage power.
Beautiful.
2019, at the WMSTR event, the massive Case 150 Road steam engine, operated by Corey Anderson, reenacted the legendary hill climb of 1904. After building up steam pressure, it powerfully pulled 4 other steam engines up a 13% grade, cheered on by crowds lining the road. Smoke billowed, wheels turned steadily, and every mechanical part moved in harmony, a striking demonstration of this steam giant's incredible power. The mighty Case 150 HP Road Locomotive is the largest steam traction engine ever built by the J.I. Case Company. First produced in 1905 for heavy hauling and plowing, only 9 were made. None survived, but Corey Anderson built a working replica in 2018. Weighing 37 tons and producing 5,000 feet lb of torque, it now holds records for pulling power and remains the most powerful steam traction engine in operation today. In the midst of a rainy day, preparations begin for the first test run of the ASH62IR Radial engine, part of the theater show Heart of Shvetsov. With the outside temperature at just 15 degrees Celsius, the team begins pre-warming the engine. Jokes are exchanged as they remove socks used to protect the intake tubes, and the crew works swiftly to avoid water flooding the setup. Artem, the technician, checks procedures, pumps gasoline, and ensures all instructions are followed. A cold rotation is first attempted without spark confirming the engine turn. As tension builds, the crew connects the battery and readies the ignition. With a shout of "With God," the start key is turned. At first, nothing happens, raising concerns about fuel. But suddenly the engine roars to life, startling everyone. Despite the weather and chaotic humor, the successful start marks a thrilling and beautiful moment for the team. Did you know? The Curtiss-Wright R3353 2WA engine was started for only the second time in 32 years. As the starter engaged, the massive 18-cylinder radial slowly turned over. releasing deep mechanical sounds and thick white smoke from the exhaust, burning off old oil inside the cylinders. The engine gradually settled into a low idle, with the throttle closed, preventing excess manifold pressure and backfiring. Technicians closely monitored cylinder head temperatures to avoid overheating. Despite decades of dormancy, the engine ran smoothly, showcasing the impressive durability of its design, though careful supervision remained essential during this rare and challenging cold start. Before starting, the propeller is hand-turned several times to ensure the pistons move freely and to clear excess oil from the lower cylinders, preventing hydraulic lock. The electrical system is then activated to enable ignition, and fuel lines are opened. Manual priming injects fuel into the intake of selected cylinders to aid cold starting. The starter motor is engaged, and the engine begins cranking slowly, with noticeable resistance from initial compression. As fuel and spark synchronize, the first cylinders begin firing, often with smoke and uneven combustion during the first few seconds. The distinct sputtering sound is typical until all 5 cylinders start firing, in the sequence 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. As more cylinders ignite in order, the engine stabilizes. Smoke clears, exhaust pulses smooth out, and all pistons complete their 4-stroke cycles in sync. The engine reaches a steady idle, with the crankshaft and master rod system moving fluidly. At this point, the engine is warmed up and ready for throttle input or increased power. During the test run, the freshly overhauled Ford GAA engine roars to life, showcasing the raw power of its 18-liter V8 design. Originally built for Sherman tanks in World War II, this gas-powered engine features dual overhead cams, a flat-plane crankshaft, and an all-aluminum block. As it fires up, twin carburetors deliver fuel with precision, and the dual ignition system ensures smooth combustion. The engine runs steadily, revealing its immense torque and over 500 horsepower output. The test confirms its durability and performance, reflecting the engineering excellence that once powered battlefield giants and secured the Ford GAA's legacy in American military history. The operator inserts the hand crank into the flywheel and begins turning it with force to build momentum. As the engine turns, a noticeable bump indicates the piston has passed top dead center. He then slowly releases the decompression lever, restoring full compression. Shortly after, the engine ignites and starts running on its own. The operator adjusts the engine speed using the throttle. Finally, he monitors the engine's performance and allows it to warm up before any further use. The IHC Portable Giant 25 HP engine is started by priming the cylinder with fuel and slowly hand cranking the flywheel to distribute it. Once compression is built and ignition is engaged, a strong pull on the flywheel fires the engine, beginning its signature slow power cycle. The operator monitors engine performance, adjusting the governor and mechanical lubricators as needed. Once stabilized, the engine idles smoothly, ready to deliver power to equipment via a flat belt drive. At the 2023 Western Minnesota Steam Threshers Reunion, a remarkable collection of antique Prairie tractors was showcased, offering visitors a rare glimpse into early agricultural engineering. These powerful machines, built in the early 20th century, were essential to breaking the vast prairies of North America and revolutionizing farming practices. Brands like Roomley Oil Pull, Case, Minneapolis, Avery, and Advanced Roomley were featured, each proudly restored and operated by dedicated enthusiasts. Massive in size and powered by internal combustion or steam engines, these tractors once pulled multi-bottom plows and operated large threshing machines. Their rugged design, wide steel wheels, and exposed moving parts captured the imagination of onlookers and machinery lovers. During the event, many were seen running under their own power, puffing smoke and roaring to life as they paraded through the grounds. The reunion celebrates not only the machines themselves, but also the craftsmanship and perseverance of early farmers and inventors. These Prairie tractors represent a key chapter in agricultural history and continue to inspire future generations through demonstrations, preservation efforts, and the passion of the WMSTR community. On April 26, 2014, the preserved BHP Port Kembla D34 locomotive moved under its own power for the first time in 7 years. The process began inside the workshop, where D34 was being kicked over to initiate the start of its powerful English electric 1.2 CSV TMK2 engine. This V12, turbocharged and intercooled diesel engine, features 4 valves per cylinder and produces a gross power output of 2,025 horsepower. As the startup process continued, the engine gradually reached its idle RPM range of 450 to 850, filling the workshop with a deep and rhythmic mechanical roar. Once the engine was running smoothly, D34 began to move slowly out of the workshop under its own power. Its co-county wheel configuration and standard gauge wheels rolled steadily over the tracks, driven by its diesel-electric transmission system consisting of an EE 822/16J generator and EE 548 traction motors. A close-up view of the engine captured the synchronized movement of its mechanical components, a visual and auditory testament to its engineering heritage. As the locomotive emerged into the open, the throttle was applied and the engine revved up further, demonstrating the locomotive's capability to deliver 57,000 pounds of tractive effort at 9.4 miles per hour. The sound grew louder and deeper as the revs increased, echoing around the yard. After completing its forward motion, D34 came to a controlled stop and then reversed back into the workshop. This marked a successful short run, proving that after years of inactivity, the locomotive remained mechanically sound. This brief but historic movement was a significant achievement for preservation efforts, allowing D34, the only one of its class ever produced, to come alive once more through its own mechanical strength. The Fairbanks 25 horsepower two-stroke diesel engine is a stationary semi-diesel model, started using compressed air and a hot bulb. Known for its durability, it powered industrial machinery. Its two-stroke cycle allows efficient operation, and its fuel flexibility running on kerosene, crude oil, and more made it ideal for varied applications. To start the hot bulb engine, a blowtorch is used to heat the bulb until it reaches a red-hot temperature. This preheating process can take several minutes. Once the bulb is sufficiently hot, the operator begins turning the flywheel manually to move the piston. As the piston rises, it compresses air into the hot bulb chamber. When fuel is injected, it partially ignites upon contact with the hot surface, but full ignition occurs only as more air enters during the compression stroke. After a few revolutions, the engine fires and begins running on its own. Many may already know that the Holby 110L is a large marine diesel engine commonly used to power ships or serve as a generator. It's a four-stroke, low-speed engine known for its durability and reliability in harsh working conditions. With its large cylinder design and pneumatic starting system, the Holby 110L is highly regarded for its performance, dependable startup, and ease of maintenance in both industrial and maritime environments.
Started.